Игровой канал Mr.KOKO представляет.
Всем привет, а мы продолжаем проходить игру под названием «Ее история». И вот что у нас получается. Еще много всего не открытого. Я ввел пустой запрос, и мне выдало 271 вхождение. К тому же я открыл еще два новых. Давайте их смотреть.
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
Какая милашка. Кофе без сахара.
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. It's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
Эту игру нельзя забрасывать, потому что тут очень много ключевых слов, которые надо запоминать, и после этого сложно возвращаться в игру. Хрена мне эти часы. 16.06. 16. Ну-ка. Не. Было бы странно, да, что-то получить. С пробелом не работает эта штука. Ладно. Так, ну, так, она называла свою сестру как отражение. О.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection. Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
Вот так вот.
She was me.
Кстати, тут 6 вхождений. Одно надо будет посмотреть еще.
Yes.
Найти.
The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Прикольно. Надо будет еще день рождения посмотреть и Флоренция. Ладно, не забыть. А то иногда такие длинные ролики.
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
Так, что там может быть, Ева? Нам одного не хватает. Нет. Интересно, день и день рождения это одно и то же? Наверное, одно и то же. Встреча. Нет. Отражение. Сестра. Нет. Ладно. Потом разберемся. Флоренция.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Кстати, на маму надо еще поискать что-нибудь.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it.
Дневник.
Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s.
Конечно, странно.
But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Давай.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Блин, очень классная игра, вот серьезно. Кусками все это читаешь, да, но понимаешь, что пипец полный. Так, мама.
Yeah, when I was at school, I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Вообще, конечно, с самого начала мне начать все это.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off, I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station.
Портсмут.
But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
Блин, Портсмут. Ну, 6 секунд, хорошо.
My mother called me Eve.
Так. Портсмут. Ладно. Мама.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on and got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
То есть должны были родиться две девочки. Одна типа мертвенькая родилась, но на самом деле ее выходила... О, смотрите, мы сначала нашли. Выходила это кухарка, так сказать, которая принимает роды, забыл. Вот, и они росли друг напротив друга. Да. Нам нужно начало искать. Нам нужно искать начало.
About 8 years back, it was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Нормально, а что нельзя пить? Когда беременная, да? Не знал.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water. Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
Так, хорошо. Сколько там вхождений? 5. Вот так вот нашли еще. Нам нужно самое начало. Что произошло тем вечером? Опять не вечер.
So I moved out.
Суббота или пятница или суббота?
Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings. So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Ну, круто. Бар. 4 вхождения. Это конец. Так.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night.
А, ночь, не вечер.
After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
Угу. Ничего, найдем все. Так, это тут, да?
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Хорошо.
And the hotel said he was there?
Чувствуешь себя таким сыщиком прям.
Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
Хорошо, Саймон Отель. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Шестой, седьмой не хватает. Ой. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Вот после вот этого Хелен.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Угу. Кстати, ссору еще. Вот.
There's no couple stuff. A stupid argument. Nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
Угу. Где это появилось? А, следующее.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
Еще ссора. Где это? Блин, вот эти два.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm quite a private person and I didn't want to get into the detail of the argument.
А придется. Если хочешь, чтобы я прошел эту игру. Так. Ссора. Нет. Нет. О.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument.
Вот, из-за ребенка ссора.
I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Так, ссора. Ребенок. Нет. Нет, наверное, день рождения все-таки не катит вообще. Все не там. Что же произошло вот здесь, вот в этих частях? Так я могу находить все дальше и дальше, но мне нужно начало.
They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage.
Это
The
про
last year of my life.
про родителей,
I was
да?
happy to get married, and after that, it was just like, fuck.
А может, она ругалась там? Вот в этих местах. Трындец.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Пять хождений. Нет. Нет. Какие-нибудь матерные слова нельзя искать? Нет. Ой. Да. Нет. Ага. Нет. Вот здесь вот куча 59 просто вхождений, блин. Ага. Измена, смотрите, вот сколько нашел.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
Измена — это роман?
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed.
Кстати, сказки-то тоже, наверное, актуальны, да?
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon.
Тут 8 вхождений.
Have I ever cheated on Simon?
Татуировка, кстати, по этому
You asked
поводу
that
надо.
question yesterday. Simon never cheated on me.
Она прям
He was
намекает на
devoted to
нее.
me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. You do what you can.
Ну, потихонечку заполняется. Одно. Жаль. Так. Па-па-па-па-па-па. Ребенок. Или беременность. Что-нибудь такое надо.
It's all that matters, really. The baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby.
То есть ребенок у кого-то из них есть. Я не помню, кто из них кто. 8 вхождений. 7 вхождений. Нет. Беременность тоже не подходит. Так, мы пятницу смотрели? Смотрели. Субботу смотрели? Не смотрели.
next day, Saturday, I slept for a few hours in the car. And when I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And Excuse me. Is there a bin?
Так, ее тошнит, значит, она беременна, да? Хорошо.
It was late. Early Saturday morning.
Так.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Так, а это я смотрел, да? Нет, не все.
No. Well, yes. You found out on my birthday.
Вот, день рождения.
I told him.
Ну, это я, по-моему, смотрел. Тут 7 вхождений.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew.
Нет.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
Так вот.
My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
Что-нибудь такое актуальное. Смерть, жизнь. О, нашлось.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Кстати, секс.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
Прям подряд.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Брак. А тут 11 вхождений, кстати. А просто секс. Здрасте.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him. regardless of how he actually behaved.
Совсем забыл про
Lots
Карла.
of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Семья. Как-то не хочется ставить эти слова рядом. Секс-семья.
I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys. Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Да. Помотала тебе, подруженька.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
Так, Карл. Ну там, по-моему... А, не, вот еще найдено 5.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Тебе было 15. А ему 17. Сажать надо за такое.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous. Didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went. Kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me. But that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Нормально. У нас почти картина выстраивается. Я, правда, не знаю, сколько еще это времени займет. Ёлки-палки. Но будем стараться. Ладно. Вам спасибо, что смотрели. Увидимся в следующей серии. Ставьте лайки. Всем пока.